In this video, we are going over 5 insane nutmeg skills to embarrass defender. It's how to Panna someone every single time. That's coming up next. When I'm busy doing totally legitimate things, I rely on OneFootball to give me all the news stories, fixtures, results, and more from the world of football. Download it for free today. So the first one we are going over is the scoop turn. This is personally one of my favorites on this list because it's so quick, so effective, so tricky, and it works many times to nutmeg a defender. Now here's how we're going to break this down. First, this would usually be done when you are shielding and protecting the ball and the defender is getting tight on you. So if he's backing off, this is not going to be the move you want to use. You're going to, with the inside of your foot, drag the ball in almost a half moon and then push it in one motion through his legs. Now what's going to happen is because when you start pushing the ball, it looks like you're going to go out straight or go out to the side. He's going to put his leg out there or start moving in that direction to block you, and then you're going to drag the ball through his legs. You can see players like Christian Eriksen who used to do this all of the time when on the wing. There's also another way to do this move. You can do it like you are on the wing, fake a cross, and then do the scoop turn to get by your opponent as well. This next one I just call the Neymar or Mbappe Meg, and this one is so simple, it's best done near the end line, however. So what you're going to do is take a little touch forward and then make it look like you're going to take a touch back in the direction that you just came. But instead of actually taking a touch, you're going to move past the ball, plant your foot, and then quickly drive, pushing the ball through your opponent's leg. Now the idea here is that the first initial touch will make them back off, then you'll make it look like you're going to go back in the other direction, which will make them step forward, and then you can push it through their legs. Now you want to do this when they're back off just a little bit, but I've seen Neymar and Mbappe use this time and time again to burn a defender on the wing. And again, you want to use this when there's space to move into. It won't work if there's a defender behind him or limited space, but if you get him one-on-one on the wing with plenty of spacing behind, this nutmeg works like magic. This next one is a little bit more simple, and it's a simple reversed Elastico or Stanley Matthews nutmeg. Now, the idea behind this one is your first initial touch will be out to the side almost toward the defender when he's jockeying you, trying to show you out wide or in a certain direction. This first touch is going to make him move with you, and then you're going to quickly flick it through his legs as his leg moves to open up a space between his legs. Now, this one can be incredibly effective despite being probably the simplest on this list. You know, we want to be giving you ones that work, and if you can do this at speed, really sell that first touch and do it just so quickly, this works more times than not. For me personally, this is my go-to nutmeg when I'm in matches or just playing with friends or whatever. This next one is a little combination move you can use when you find yourself in a tight spot. And you can actually see a lot of professional players doing something similar if they need to get out of trouble and meg their opponent. So first, you're going to do an L drag behind your leg that's going to draw the defender in that direction. And then the idea is to immediately step on the ball with your opposite foot, with your weak foot, so for me, the left, push it slightly back, and then poke it through their legs with the outside of your other foot. Now, this needs to be done at speed, and you need to make it look like that first drag is where you're going to go. But as long as they buy that first drag, you can then push the ball through their legs when you bring it back out the other way. Now, this one works so often for me. Again, when I'm in a tight spot, like I'm in the corner, I'm trapped, and I think they're not gonna, I don't really have a clear way out, and I need to cut back inside or something like that. I use this one quite often. And again, so long as you're able to do it quickly, so long as you make him believe you're trying to go out in a different direction, you can use this one to great effect. So now we're getting into a little bit of a fancier one, and this one I just call the Ronaldo Meg. He used to do this one a little bit in Manchester United, and what you need to do here is when you have a defender that's really tight on you and you're shielding the ball, you're actually going to step over the ball first hard, and then with your trailing leg, poke it in front of you, and then immediately spin and poke it through his legs. So the idea behind this is he thinks you're gonna step infield very quickly and touch the ball in that direction. Then you poke the ball forward, which just makes him think even more you're going to go in that direction, which is going to cause him to take that step with one of his feet that opens up his legs, and then you need to poke the ball through his legs, push it through his legs pretty quickly after that. Again, I think this one works very well on the wing. It's because you need a little bit of space after the man to push the ball into. It doesn't work in tight space that well, but it can be very effective. It's very, very tricky, very unpredictable. So this next one's a bit of a fun one, but I thought I would throw it in because it does work. And I just call it the Emery Nutmeg because he did it for Liverpool a few years back. And so with this one, you want to make sure the defender is again tight on you. And you're going to do two very quick drags going in pretty much a 45-degree angle. You're first going to touch the ball out, almost show it to your opponent so that they step out thinking you're going to go infield. And then you're going to drag the ball again, but now push it through their legs. Again, this one is more of a fun one. It's a trickier one to pull off. It takes incredible timing and incredible nerve to pull this off in a game. But if you get really good at this movement, there isn't any reason that you can't do it. And again, as I've said, it's happened in professional matches. I've seen Emery do it, and I'm sure other players have as well. Again, two very, very quick drags. The defender needs to be tight on you. You show him a bit of the ball, making it look like you're going to go inside, and then quickly drag it through his legs once he makes that step, opening up the gap. So we're giving you a little bit of a bonus nutmeg you can do, and this one is so simple, just a little drag and flick when a defender is running at you from the other side. So you can see I'm running at the player here, and he just flicks it through my legs, a little push back towards his body, and then a flick through my legs as I'm trying to get through it. This is another very quick one you can use if a defender's closing you down, and you just disguise it, make it look like you're not really doing anything, that you're going to do something else, and then you just have to rely on speed here, dragging it towards you and then flicking it through your opponent's legs. Another very, very simple one, but can be very effective if timed correctly. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know if you want more videos of this nature, more nutmeg skills, more one-on-one skills with a defender. Just let me know and I'll make some more. Also, question of the day is, which technique do you use to nutmeg opponents most often? You can even let me know about a nutmeg that we did not cover on this list that you like to use in order to put the ball through an opponent's legs. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out the other two I put up on screen, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.